Hi there. So in today's video, we are going to showcase the different features inside of the buyer's report. So we've pretty much created one and we just want to walk you through the different elements that are inside of it. So one thing you'll notice is it has a similar layout on the cover as our seller's report, and we did that on purpose just so you're able to get comfortable where the elements are, right? Where to find the address, where your information goes. It's kind of have a uniform look. So as you're explaining it to your prospective buyer, you know where everything is at. So your address of the property appears here, the city. We have this little GPS icon with the property there, just kind of signifying that, hey, you potentially found the property that you're interested in buying. Your information appears here along with your logo. If you had a partner, their information would be here off on the right. Or if it was a loan officer, their information, his or her information would appear here. Now moving into kind of the contents of the report, right, as you'll see, we have the aerial view of the neighborhood, information about the prospective property, neighborhood statistics, neighboring schools, mortgage payment explained, property taxes, supplemental taxes, benefits of the extra payment, the home buying process, who pays what, the home loan process, the loan checklist, property vesting, home warranty info, parties involved, and common terms. So jumping right into it, kind of it starts off with deciding to buy, just a nice little touch, right? A nice little message on your behalf to the prospective buyer. It signs with your name here down at the bottom. Okay, moving on to the aerial view of the neighborhood, right? Kind of showcases where the property is and just where any local freeways, parks, schools, things like that, just kind of from an aerial view. Moving on to information about the prospective property, you get ownership information, mailing address, legal description, beds, baths, square footage, assessed value, and tax details. The neighborhood stats will show you the male to female ratio, average household income, the average sales price, square foot, beds, and baths. Nearby schools, right? These are that are in close proximity to the actual property. So you'll have these here. Okay. We talk a little bit about the payment. Now, the payment is a sample scenario based off what you see here. Okay, it'll talk about the different elements that make up the payment, right? The percentage breakdown, and if there is private mortgage insurance within it, it explains a little bit about that. Property taxes obviously are very important. We explain the difference between the impound account versus direct. We have a installment calendar here so they know kind of how things are due. We move on to zoom in this for you guys. Let's move on to our supplemental taxes, right? So this is something that a lot of new homeowners are surprised with, so we're kind of giving them the heads up, so to speak, right, that they can potentially receive a supplemental tax bill. So it talks a little bit about what it is, has a sample of what the bills typically look like. We jump into paying off early, right? Just kind of the benefits of sending one extra payment, right? So we have a 12-month versus a 13 payment scenario, and it shows how much money they can save in interest just with that one extra payment a year. Next is the home buying process, right? Just kind of outlined information of how the transaction will go. Again, very general. Then we move on to the home loan process, talk about the loan estimate, closing disclosure, closing timelines, things of that nature. We have a loan checklist to give them an idea of the potential items that the lending institution can ask for, right? These are all very general, but also very common in terms of, right, do they have a savings account, checking, 401k, are they employed, how their credit is, what kind of income. So those kinds of things that typically are asked for. We do have a who pays what, right? Just general information about what they as a buyer can expect to pay for, and what the seller pays for. Obviously, this is always negotiable in terms of the contract, but it's just general information. We talk about vesting and how they want to take ownership of their property, whether they are sole owner, they're buying it with someone else, or other ways in which they can invest the property, such as a corporation, partnership, etc. Right? Just an overview. Home warranty information. Not too many buyers are aware of these. We felt it was very important to bring these up. It's a great selling point, especially when someone's looking to buy. So it's just in general information about the home warranty, what it is, typical things that are covered, and how it works. We do have information about parties involved, right? Loan officers, home inspectors, title companies, appraisers, escrow officers, right? And kind of just the little roles that they play in the transaction. And then we end with common terms, right? Just to get them comfortable with some of the words and that they will be seeing. So again, it's just you're helping really inform your prospective buyer. So this is our buyer's report in a nutshell. As you notice, this was the red theme. So depending on which company you are working with, we have them in most colors to match your theme. All right. Thanks, everyone.